nervous, anxiety. Surely gonna be presentation. And this is the main concept of my research topic. Here is a quick response code for a survey. I would be appreciated if you join this when you have time. So thanks to the Hassan for introductions. So good afternoon, guys. I'm very honored to be here as a speaker. So thanks to the conference team for giving me this opportunity. Actually, we have conference chair here. I can directly speak to you. Thanks for this chance, this conference, making this conference. So my name is Jeong Kim from Korea Tech, South Korea. This research conducted with Professor Kim and Professor Woo. And Professor Kim is attending here today with me. So today I'm going to discuss about greed and its antecedents and outcomes. Let me begin with this slide. So greed, you may know greed means consistent efforts and interest in long-term goals. So there are two types of people who shows greed at work. So can anyone guess what type of person can show the greed at work? Can anyone guess? Can anyone guess this figure, by the way? Yeah. Almost. Someone get the answer.
A younger person? Younger, kind of building on newer.
Born as a grit, born having grit.
Thank you. So there are two types of people who shows grit at work. A person who was born with greed. And second case is the person who wasn't born with greed, but the person has colleagues, superiors, organizational culture, job characteristic, or etc., which foster greed at work. So because of this second case, we can have interested in greed in the workplace. So greed is a concept that can bring learning outcomes and performance outcomes, which are considered the most important output in HRD field. In addition, career outcomes also. So previous studies have identified antecedents and outcomes variable of greed. However, let's think about it. When someone is asked to take a greed survey, they may respond by thinking about when they are running, or playing a game, reading a book, doing a puzzles, taking care of cats, doing an experiment, or going hiking. The score will vary depending on what activity someone answered in someone's mind. So the point is, greed original measurement is too broad to measure the greed in the workplace. So lastly, 2 years ago, Professor Kim and I developed the work greed scale to focus greed at work. Here is a survey. If you take a photo for QR code, you can see the detailed questions. What is the work greed scale? And response from many employees and researchers are necessary to validate English version also. I would very appreciate it if you join this survey. So I will take a 30 seconds to have a look and participate in this survey.
Just by the way, it will be a great opportunity for you to your doctoral dissertation topic, validation of the work grade in the United States, because she's the creator of the measurement. So if you're interested, after that, I think you got an opportunity to do that.
And by the way, Professor Kim and I are same Kim, but we are not family.
Somebody asked me whether I'm her husband or not, so but I'm not.
No. Actually, yes, I visit a supermarket with Professor Gator. A salesperson told us we are a couple. So no. we have shared a game and no family. I think you have a look about a question in this survey. Back to the focus of this study. So it is necessary to verify whether the variables are still valid when focusing on grid at work. So this study is the first attempt to empirically investigate the work grid. In particular, among the many variables, we focus on the relationship between leadership learning outcome and performance outcome first in this study. So as an antecedent, we considered transformational leaderships. Grit can be nurtured with the help of people and their surroundings, especially role of supervisor or leader is very important in that they influence the subordinate behaviors by giving instruction and providing feedbacks. So transformational leaderships motivates subordinates through constant intellectual stimulations and personal attentions. So transformational leaderships that manage and support subordinates based on one charisma can be seen as an important prerequisite for developing employee motivations. As a learning outcome, we choose the learning agility is because there are some jobs where you must solve the problem in your workplace. A person with work grit is willing to learn to solve difficulties. They are not people who have a great work grit. They are not afraid to learn and want to learn agilely by recognizing themselves, seeking insight, and changing their behavior. As a performance outcome, we examine the task performance. So when employees do their best to achieve work-related goals, they naturally lead to business results. So there are many variables actually as an example of performance outcomes, but task performance is the most representative. So task performance is the highest priority of organization as a task performance. So research hypothesis as follows. So main focus of this study is work grit and its relationship with antecedent and consequence. But the relationship between other variables were also hypothesis. And mediating effect of work grit also hypothesis is because I think mediating role of work grit would have implication of these existing relationships. So about method, we use the SEM structural equation modeling for the analysis and sample and procedure. Data was collected in Korea in August 2023. The participants were full-time employees working in Korean organizations. And following the data collection procedure, 432 cases were used for further analysis. About measurement information as follows. Especially work grid consists of 20 items, 7-point scale, and 3 factors that is consistent of efforts, active learning, and positive thinking. Preliminary analysis. We examined common method bias, normality, reliability, correlations, squareness, and qualities were examined. And no critical issue was raised, and all indices was acceptable. As a model evaluation, we examined we used two-step analysis. First of all, no special issue arises in measurement model, so we went to the next steps. As a full model, one structural path coefficient was not statistically significant, which is from leadership to task performance. Because of non-statistically significant paths, we did modification and evaluation. So model 2 was re-specified by fixing the path from the leadership to task performance. This is the model 3. So we did chi-scale difference test, and in the result, model 3 was selected. And this model, all structural path coefficients were statistically significant. And we examined the mediating effect of work grid. We used bootstrapping for test this mediating effect. We found out all mediating effect was significant. This is discussion and conclusion. So we are heading to this end. Implication for theory and research. Relationship between the remaining variables are still need to be empirically verified using our work grid measurements. And in addition to the variables which are shown in this picture, we would like to continue to find more variables which we can suggest as a conceptual model in work grid. And implication for practice, we need to measure and manage the grid of their organizational member, and we need to develop individual grids as well as the interests of the leadership development within organizations. So the significance of this study is that it proved part of the an integrated model of work grid. That's all of my presentation. Quick response code again. So if you have finished your survey, please. Yeah. Oh, already here. Oh, perfect.